I'm back. After 3 long weeks, I have regained the ability to be able to come back to YouTube. 3 weeks ago, I had oral surgeries that led to 16 dental extractions. Very painful. And right after my surgeries, I got COVID-19. Wasn't expecting that. And it wasn't fun. It has been officially 2 weeks since I was diagnosed, and I will say that it is very painful and very dragged out, like very long 2 weeks that felt like having COVID. I got the Delta variant, and man, with all the side effects from that, holy shit. I'm happy to be alive, but I can understand why people die from the Delta variant. So 2 weeks ago, I woke up with morning headaches, and every day ever since day one of having COVID, I just started gaining more and more symptoms. Got lightheaded, no appetite, sleep deprived, fast breathing, which leads to a fast heart rate, lots and lots of hot flashes when I wake up from sleeping. Depression goes all the way up. No motivation to do anything, and I was beyond lazy. So I definitely averaged like 12 hours a day worth of sleep, which is super rare for me to sleep past 8 hours, but for me to sleep for 12 hours, that's like unheard of. But this virus is all about sleeping and trying to understand when it's going to go away, because it doesn't. Every day you hope for it to end, and it just keeps on coming with more symptoms and lots of lightheadedness. I mean, I definitely lost a couple pounds from not eating. There's like 2 or 3 days where I didn't eat much more than a couple bowls of soup, and if that, nothing more. But it's an experience not worth living, that's for sure. But now I have that natural immunity. Woohoo! So yeah, it was very long, stretched out 2 weeks of having COVID plus 1 week off from work for my oral surgery. So I will be returning to work on Monday, and I'm not looking forward to that, but I'm still feeling a little weird. Feels like I got a concussion, like right up here in my skull from getting COVID. Your brain will swell if you get the Delta variant, and with swelling comes headaches and discomfort to the brain, that's for sure. So I'm happy to be alive, happy to have natural immunity now. Yeah, it took me 1 year and 11 months for me to get this virus, so first time getting it. I hope it's the last time I get it, but thanks to Dr. Fauci and the Wuhan lab out of China, this virus is here to stay. They probably made up to 20 variants with vaccines to follow, so it's gonna be like the seasonal flu when it comes to COVID. It's always gonna be here. Unlike H1N1, where it dies out and you don't hear about anyone getting it for a couple of years, and then whoa, it's back. Okay, so H1N1's around, COVID-19 with multiple variants is around, pneumonia is on the rise. My grandma died earlier this year from pneumonia, getting into her lungs while she was at a nursing home up in my hometown. So that is deadly, but so is COVID. But if you're healthy, it shouldn't kill you. If you're diabetic, you have something to worry about for sure. If you have a compromised immune system, you might be hospitalized from COVID-19, that's for sure. I didn't feel a need to go into the hospital, but there was a moment where I felt like I was going to die, and I survived it, that's for sure. But it lasted solid 10 freaking days, man. It was too much. Too many days in a row of just the same symptoms, where you want to live a normal life and you can't when you get COVID. And there is like a brain fog that like occurs towards the front of the brain, where it almost feels like you're stoned, or just you had the shit knocked out of you and you just woke up, kind of a feeling. I don't know how long that lasts, but man, every day I wake up I feel like kind of like dazed and confused, like I smoked some weed without needing it. So definitely a learning experience, that's for sure, to take on this virus that is clearly made in a lab. I've never had a flu virus last this long, and I'm glad it's over with. It was too much to take in, but I survived, and I'm ready to rock out and continue operations with my YouTube channel. So yeah, here we go.